entertaining video. Today we're gonna take a look at the newly released Vikavolt in the Great League meta here as my first opponent just decides to surrender already. Well, now start into the video as we see a Stunfisk now against us. What we're gonna see here in there, the Seeded Staraptor. Should be a good matchup for the Vikavolt, right? No, and this is a problem with Vikavolt. Vikavolt is a new release Pokemon here, of course, we're gonna try it out so you don't have to. As you can see here, it just takes literally no hit at all. This Pokemon is super squishy, this Pokemon has just a very mediocre move pool where we're gonna shield up a close combat here, good thing there. And we're also gonna be able to go for a Team Pita here, which is not the smartest idea against the Staraptor. So this match is already basically over and like it's not really looking too good, but we're gonna talk a little bit more about the team and the meta right now, which is kind of insane right now. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this later as we get hard countered now. But yeah, Vikavolt itself is just kinda horrible. Like this Pokemon itself will not be really good. I'm kinda curious how good it's gonna be in Ultra League. We're definitely gonna showcase it on the channel. Like if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm gonna have a lot of scheduled content coming up there. We have the Summer Cup coming up. We have Genesect in the Ultra League coming up. We have a lot of good content coming up as we get greeted by a charm user here. And this is the thing right now. I tanked down to like 2600 elo because I used the highest attack team. We saw the video yesterday. And like it of course didn't go that well from 3100, but yeah, we're basically at 2400 and no 2600, and the main meta here right now is only fast move beatdown. I've seen so many fast move beatdown teams, it's insane. I didn't expect it whatsoever, and it's basically impossible to play squishy teams like this in this kind of meta because everything that's squishy just gets farmed down by Razor Leaf, Victory Bell, by Charmin A9, by Bastiodon. Like you see only fast move beatdown teams basically all over. Like again here we have Bastion lead, we have the weekly tough say swap here, and then we have, I know that already in the back, the Victory Bell. So it is insane. I was so in shock to see all those fast move beatdown teams. Like if you're currently in this kind of elo range, I'm sorry for you because I don't think it's fun to play in this kind of elo range if everybody plays a fast move beatdown. It's, I don't know, like it was really horrible, it was really insane as we can farm down these as weekly tough with the Vikavolt, but you see already our health is very low already as they're gonna go back into their Bastion of course, and if they have a Victory Bell in the back, which they definitely gonna have, it's gonna be game over already, because what is supposed to beat the Victory Bell? I'm sorry, I didn't expect with this team to face like 10 Victory Bells in 12 games or whatever. I don't know, like it's insane. It's insane what kind of meta we have here right now as the Victory Bell comes in, and Sableye always loses the one shield scenario against the Victory Bell. You can go for as many charge moves as you want, you can only get to one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's insane, I don't know, it's crazy. We're still gonna have some wins later on, but it is still the meta here right now. I don't know, like if you're in this meta, I'm really sorry for you because it's horrible. But yeah, we can go here for a straight return against this Walrein. Maybe they don't shield because they expect me to go for foul play. I hope so I can farm down later, but nope. And my opponent is actually a very smart player here as they're gonna go for a complete undercharge with their Icicle Spear, and now they can perfectly farm me down so I don't get to another move. Very crazy good move there by my opponent as we're gonna have to let this move go through. Does so much damage against the Vikavolt, and yeah, you cannot really do anything here. My Vikavolt CP actually, like if you see here, like it's 1494. My IV spread is also pretty decent. I was pretty lucky to get a pretty decent one in the beginning already. I don't know which rank it is. But I only caught 6 so far. I was outside for half an hour and I only caught 6, so this Pokemon is kind of rare, but it's also not really that good to be honest. So yeah, the pre-evolution of Vikavolt though, gonna be a very good Pokemon which you're gonna showcase most likely tonight in the Summer Cup, which gonna be very nice as the pre-evolution has way more bulk than the Vikavolt, and that was kind of a rhyme, but yeah, like it's gonna be a little bit better, and also the meta is gonna be better for this. Again, a Shadow Victory Bell here, what a surprise, as we see a Sableye coming in, most likely Bastion in the back, but exactly this meta here right now is not really a meta where Vikavolt can really shine. Like, you have a lot of Pokemon where you cannot really do anything about it, like Bastion, like G-Fisk. And I think the Summer Cup meta are going to be way better for the pre-evolution or even for the Vikavolt itself. They're going to be more restricted metas where you can especially use the pre-evolution of this Pokemon. So, like, it's not going to be completely horrible, but definitely not in Great League. We're going to take a look later on in the Summer Cup for this Pokemon, but yeah, right now it's definitely not the best. As we can go for one foul play here against the Sableye, we win back switch advantage. They go into their victory bell, and I should be able to get to my Exeter before they can get to their charge move, and this should KO most likely this. No, it actually, I don't think it actually KO'd. No, it didn't KO even the victory bell there, even though it's a shadow super squishy Pokemon. I don't know, Vikavolt doesn't do anything. Vikavolt is just super squishy, doesn't do damage, and just stays there. Has a pretty mediocre fast move, and basically gets carried by the rest of the team. So right now, we can take this Leaf Blade and we can farm down with the Vikavolt and getting a win here, but it was tough, I can tell you. It was tough to play this team. Next up, we're gonna see a Shadow Ninetales here. Very good lead for me, as they're gonna go ahead and go into a water type with the Steel King, but of course we have to shield here first because they had like 1 or 2 moves energy advantage. As the Icy Wind comes through, and we can go ahead, farm up extra, go for 1 discharge. We will always be able to win this matchup here in the 1 and 2 shield scenario, but yeah, we are basically now farm for the Ninetales, and the Ninetales can't really do anything. Like we can just go for 1 move here, but it doesn't really help us, as the Ninetales can farm us all the way down. They are in the yellow health already, but we can go now for 1 Hydro Cannon Steam P-Tai on the Ninetales here, but they're most likely gonna shield, as this is very likely an overheat, and they're gonna shield it, and I'm gonna shield here as well, as an overheat would take me out here. Let's see what they're gonna have in the back, and it's gonna be another Swampert here. We can go for our charge move here, which should get the shield from my opponent. We're going to try to get some energy on this Swampert here, so I can maybe sweep with my Sableye later on, but I guess it was a mistake. I should have swapped out immediately into my Sableye, I think, because at this point of time this game is kind of over. They throw their move on the Swampert, but I can just only get to 1 move here, which doesn't KO the opponent's Swampert. And they can actually go, I thought they go for 1 Earthquake here, but they can actually go for 2 Hydro Cannons and win them the game here, which is kind of sad. So, good game to my opponent here. We won the lead, we basically won the swap, but we still will not win the game there because we needed 1 shield with the Vikavolt to survive against the Sea King, which is, yeah, kinda telling how trash this Pokemon is, to be honest. We see a Azumarill against us in the lead here, that's fine. We can go straight for an Earthquake. Earthquake gonna do some neutral damage. Yeah, some people run Sludge Wave on Swampert, but nowadays Earthquake is just better in my opinion. Just also for the Registeel one-shot and like Bastion on one-shot. But also against the Azumarill, the differences are not really that big. And there are not a lot of grass types around, as I tried to catch the Ice Beam from my opponent. Didn't work out whatsoever. We can catch the Play Rough though, which is gonna be very nice as they go into their Sableye. We can go for 1 foul play here, and this foul play going to do some pretty decent damage. As we're gonna see it's already in the yellow half, and we can try to go into our Vikavolt and maybe farm down, maybe get to a move. We have to take 1 move here anyway, as we see the foul play coming through, and we can go ahead, and they lag a little bit. We can go ahead now, go for 1 Exeter, KO this Sableye, and we're going to see a Marek in the back, which I am not surprised at because this is the tactical team. And we can just farm this all the way down, but they actually go on to the Azumarill. We can go for 1 Earthquake, and I think already this Pokemon is in the range now where I can just go straight for Earthquake and farm it down afterwards. Earthquake does around this kind of range of damage against the Azumarill, which is gonna be nice. They go for the Ice Beam, totally fine for me. I can overfarm a little bit just to have a perfect move timing, and go for the Earthquake now, which is going to do some pretty nice damage, not KOing him, but putting him into a range where I can farm all the way down, have a move stored, and we win the game against this team here with a nice Hydro Cannon from the Swampert. Swampert definitely being the MVP in this meta, like it's kind of strong. As we see the next opponent, we're gonna see Swampert against Medicham, like kind of neutrally, to be honest. What I'm going to try to do here is to catch a Psychic on my Sableye most likely, as we swap after 8, and we're gonna get a very nice catch here onto a Psychic from the Medicham, completely vanishing that energy as they gonna go into their Bastion. We can go ahead and go for some foul plays, and this foul play going to do some very nice damage here. I think this is not an XL Bastion, this is most likely a normal Bastion, because the damage this foul play did there was way too much. As you're gonna see here, it's now a 3-shot, which is usually not the case. This is like the main advantage of the XL Bastion against the normal Bastion. You have a way better matchup against Saber. Like this, you would be able to lose this matchup kinda-ish. But I can just go into my Swampert, go for one Hydro Cannon, KO this thing. I have still a Hydro Cannon stored, and I just have to hope that there's nothing in the back that can counter my Vikavolt. But I was a little bit scared because there is a team that is basically the Medicham and Stunfisk and Bastion in the back. But I was pretty sure that this will not be the case here, because like why would they run this? It's like kind of rare. There are also other like Lickitung, which would be okay, but of course it's gonna be a Stunfisk in the back. And of course we have basically no Pokemon anymore that can do anything against that. We can get the final shield here, but what is a Vikavolt supposed to do here other than maybe catch a move on it? And it kind of worked out, but I maybe should shield here because I expected something else. But the Earthquake already did enough so the opponent can farm me down. Sorry, I didn't expect that it would basically do everything of my health. And at this point, I can see that even if I shield, there would not be a win con anymore there, because yeah, you see, even Exeter wouldn't do enough. There's nothing really that Vikavolt can have there that would KO that. So yeah, we see the Scrafty coming in here. We can go ahead, go for one big Hydro Cannon here. Actually wanna like the Vikavolt gonna be able also to learn Mud Slap. Would be a cool say-so with a Mud Slap, to be honest. Like it would be very interesting to see if you get like all the steel types out of there, like Bastion, like G-Fisk, and if you can do enough damage to them. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be able to win any matchup with it still, but it would be still a funny trap Pokemon. As my opponent gonna go ahead, shield with a Scrafty, it's fine for me as I can shield as well. We're just gonna mirror the shields here as they go ahead, go for the Power Punch, and we can just farm all the way as they go into their Nidoqueen again, and I can go for the return. I always win CMP. I thought so, and I was very in shock that I didn't win CMP here. And you're gonna see something later, which is also very weird about this matchup. As we see a Trevenant coming in, totally fine for me. You can go for some Exodus, but like usually Sableye wins CMP against Nidoqueen. I don't know what's also wrong there. I don't really know what happened there, but you're gonna see something later on, which is gonna be also interesting, because yeah, we're gonna go ahead, go for one Exeter here. We should be able to put them into a range where I can go for one Hydro Cannon here. They go ahead, gonna go for another Seed Bomb because they won CMP here. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure this is normal. I think they always win CMP here. But of course I can KO this thing here. And you're gonna see now that I'm gonna be able to CMP on the Nidoqueen again. And they gonna win CMP as well again. And I have no idea how. This must be like a 15-0-0 Nidoqueen or something like this, because you have to be very, very attack rated to get to a CMP there. So it's kinda insane to see something like this. But yeah, good game there. I think that's gonna be the final game now in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video in general. Again, like if you are new here, would appreciate a sub and a like, but we will see that we get another hard counter beatdown team here with the Victory Bell and the Bastion. It's really insane to play in this meta. It's really annoying. Like maybe I do try to get a team done that KOs all of those Pokemon, but there's like not a lot of teams that can really do this. Stuff like maybe the Firefang Mawile is a good answer against Charm users, a Victory Bell and the Bastion or, but like that's basically it, and there's not a lot that otherwise beats this. But yeah, it's kind of awkward to play in this current meta here. I'm gonna go ahead, farm this thing all the way down with my Swampert, and we will see that the move comes through, which is fine for me. And let's see what they're gonna have in the back. They're gonna go, of course, back into their Victory Bell, and we see a Medicham in the back. More fast move beatdown, as they even have the Power Punch. I shouldn't have shielded this one, to be honest. I didn't count the moves there anymore, I'm completely honest there. So I'm just gonna go ahead, go for the Exeter, and we're going to see that my opponent gonna let this move go through. We do some nice damage actually. This should be basically range for one discharge now. And we can go ahead, try to go for some more fast moves to get more energy. And I just have to hope that my opponent gonna shield up the move from my what's called from my Vikavolt here, otherwise I have no chance, and they are letting this move go through, and we're just gonna get farmed down. That's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for watching, see you next video, have a great rest of your day, and see you later on for the Summer Cup.